Hello, welcome back, Felix here. As you can see, there's no light other than that steady light that needs to go. Because I want to try out some new torches I've got. So this is a head torch. It's not too bad, and it can go to... It's pretty bright. And that's red. That's off. This is a new one. One of the most powerful torches you can legally buy in the UK. It can go here, as far forward as it will go. About 900 feet you can see it from, maybe 1,000. So, yeah. I'm going to be taking a little walk around, talking. This torch was cheap, it only cost me £10. It is the most powerful torch I've ever found. I think it's like 5,000, 10,000 lumens. Legally, I don't, England, you can't buy more than 15,000. At least that's what I found. I think they might have changed it recently or something, but I think without some sort of special license or special need for it, like a genuine member of the public cannot buy something more than 15,000. Because more than 15,000 can cause serious damage to the eyes. Like this one can cause temporary blindness. That's the way your eyes, you have to adjust to the light again. 15,000 can cause long-term damage. 5,000 doesn't really do much. If this is a 10,000, if this is a 5,000, 15,000 is blindness or something. The world's most powerful is 200,000 lumens, and it's like $5,000. So that's probably about £4,500 in the UK. £4,500. This is sticks everywhere. We ditched loads of them. Thousands of twigs, hundreds, should I say? It's the wrong thing. Thousands is what I've seen over the area. There's literally hundreds left on the floor. There's stacks of them. We had loads of ferns, because that was a full bundle. They've all been stripped and taken away. We had ferns all the way in there, they've all been stripped and taken away. We had bits of factory stripped and taken away. We had those, some of those were destroyed. We had some more dead trees back there come down. And they've been some of those branches that have been carried away. I'm finding more and more damage in our garden. It is something I am finding. You just go tree spotting and everything like that. See what animals are living in the trees tonight, but we don't want to disturb them. Not much is out, they're all hiding because of the rain. We've got a severe weather warning coming into force at 5 AM. Torrential rain actually starts so it's not going to stop raining from now until about 1 AM Sunday. It's currently 8:30 PM on Friday. So we've got a good day and half-ish. When did I say? Was it 1 AM? So it's not a day and a quarter of just pretty much continuous rain. It's not going to stop raining heavy from from about 10:30 until about 11:30. It's going to flood pretty bad. Yeah, this torch does 3 bars really quick, and then takes a good 2 hours to do the last one. It goes real quick. It can last 6 hours. Oh wow, look at that one. That's huge. Let's get this out. That's massive. This is the biggest branch off that tree we've ever had. Just lost half it over the neighbour's wall. That's a good 2 meters long there. anymore. I know there's loads caught, like loads went flying across the sky. There's a good couple dozen just stuck in the tree. I can see a really big, like 4 meter one just in there. Like, I'll see if I'll narrow the torch so it's a bit easier to distinguish. Right, where's it gone? There. There's a good 2 meter one. There's one there. 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 There's a big one there. So yeah, let's have a look if there's any more. I don't think we've got any more just sat in the tree. Yep, there is another one. That looks to be it. This one's quite high up. I'm gonna go and nick one of these bigger ones to be able to get it. Yeah, it's quite difficult holding the camera. Actually, I'm not going to use that one. I might be covered in mud. Use this. Actually, the dogs are probably pissed all over this. Where did it go? There we are. It's not big. It's only 30 centimeters long, but there's just honestly hundreds from that tree. We've never had so much debris come down. It's the healthiest tree in our area, and it was the one which got battered. The rest of them were pretty sheltered and still lost a good same amount of debris. This tree always sheds. So we've got Storm Davis coming tomorrow. It is expected to be named. It's not meant to be volatile. Wind shouldn't exceed 60 miles per hour tonight, and then again later in the afternoon on Sunday. This is a really low pressure, deep low pressure system. Two low pressure systems rub against each other, merging the isobars right over the southwest, bringing winds of no more than 60 miles per hour, predicted to be 40. But as we saw with Storm Kieran, we were forecast no more than 85. They said no more for the UK than 85. We had 115 in the end. That's 30 more, but yeah, some reports say it was 125, but that hasn't been clarified. 115 has been clarified by the Met Office and is yet to be clarified by the news and the government and all of that. See who give emergency aid and all of that. So emergency aid was given out, which is a pretty rare occurrence for the UK. Usually, sometimes it's given out, but from my county, we have, I don't think, ever had it apart from when Eunice came. We had, I think it was £1 million offered, even though it caused I think it was 500 or 600 million pounds in damages, because we've got a lot of very expensive houses down here on the coastline, and they were just really badly damaged. I feel for Jersey, Channel Island, 220 mile per hour hail, golf ball size coming down. It was travelling at 80 miles per hour, it's the average speed it comes down, give or take maybe 60, 80, depends on the deepness of the pressure. Like extremely high pressure systems actually are very windy and dangerous as well. So if you have a high pressure at like 1100, you're going to get winds of a good 40, 60 miles per hour because the air's been sucked in. So generally high pressure are calm, but when they get so high, they can actually become dangerous. It's just, it never really gets that high here, so we don't really experience that. There have been a couple, like a snail. This torch is great for clearer footage. So yeah, we've got very heavy rain coming, like insanely heavy. I think from 10:30 when did I say? Was it 10 or 11:30 until, it was from 10:30 to 11:30, the heaviest part. It's also like 13 hours. The average rainfall is 25 mil an hour. So times that by, that's 325 mil. We've got a yellow rain warning. We are literally on the brink of going into an amber. If it goes up, I think by another, if the average goes up to 30 mil, which because the storm is starting to, the winds are starting to decrease. They were predicted to be around 70. The Met Office did issue a yellow, but they cancelled it a few hours later because it started to slow. But that means the rain's backing up. Now, a yellow wind warning isn't the most exciting. Actually, it is, but it's not as exciting as an amber rain, because amber rain is devastating. The amount of rainfall we've had recently, the ground is just saturated. I mean, here isn't that bad. I don't want to make it bad. But if you go like down there, it's really muddy down there. Like construction sites, 20 feet deep, completely full of water. I know one construction site is a 45 feet deep hole because they're building a hill into the something into the side of a hill, and it goes out and then back around, completely full of water. They had a fire engine pumping it out. The fire service gave a statement saying that they literally had no spare fire engines available for the last 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks? Week and a half, sorry, yeah. Because we had severe flooding on the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday from high tides mixed with tail end of Storm Bernard from south. Very rare to get one from down there, or southwest. So quite close to the equator, which was named by America, or France, one of the two. And then it came up to us, and it gave us a lot of flooding, 20 feet floods in some areas. Fire service dealing with many rivers burst their banks, and obviously just had storm after storm after storm after storm, rain after rain, thunderstorms after thunderstorms. It's just been non-stop for the last couple of weeks, which is exciting for me. Yeah, you see that big collection of big ones. We could easily triple that. It's just they've been cleared already. So we've got those as well. There will be other ones. There's so many stuck in that tree. Like, so many, it's actually ridiculous. None overhanging the path. I know there is 2 overhanging the path. So we're going to have to get up for that with a chainsaw and some little pickers, and sticks, and try and clear some. I think we've got some on the roof as well. I know I had a branch hit my window, like a stick or branch, whatever, because it woke me up. I think it was one of these little things when it came round, probably from over there, and slammed into my window. I got a bit of a dirt mark. The house is looking a bit cleaner after all the spraying, because we had a ton of mud, like, flicked up the side of it, from the winds reaching about 100 miles per hour. I think in the end, actually, it only reached about 90 here. This report saying 100, but it actually reached around 90, which is about the same as Eunice, but at the time of year, I don't know, I think a lot of it's the wind direction was different, which is probably why the damage was very bad across the road, but minuscule back here, because we were protected. The previous year, it came from across the road back this direction, but it's the opposite way this time, so like everything is sheltered here, which is one of the biggest reason why it was such limited damage and why this tree got pummeled, because of the height of it. And that whole tree there, down, most of the trees in the immediate vicinity back there, severely damaged. But it is a rather dead section. Yeah, and then we got 60 mile an hour winds, literally on the brink of the first ever amber rain warning at least 35 years. We still got, we're down to severe flood flood warnings now. The flood alert says hundreds of them across the UK. Severe flood warnings. Um, it's bad to say the least. Yeah, trying to see my finger because it hurts, but yeah, to say that we're going to get some considerable flooding overnight is, but the only reason it's not amber is because it's the time of night and everything. And about 350-ish mil, 325, 350, 350. I've got a leg award coming soon. Like that £845 one. Most of it's Christmas presents, but I did have to do a pretty big chunk of it. There'll be sticks falling down overnight, so I might just put a barrier across here and just block this whole bit off of the back garden so the dogs don't get hit. Because there are some pretty chunky ones, like double, triple the thickness, and if it hits the dog on the head, it'll probably injure them. So yeah, we've got a lot of strong winds coming, a lot of heavy rain. We're on the brink of, like I said, the weather warning. For that, we could get a yellow wind warning if the storm shifts south by 50 miles. We'll be in a yellow wind warning. At the moment, it literally goes across. It stays out at sea, but if the storm shifts south and the ever low pressure shifts north, the winds could easily reach 80, 70 miles per hour again. We'll be back up to the yellow or amber. And the rain will be incredibly intense because the rain will just get stuck. So they are closely monitoring it, but it could be really bad if these two low pressure systems change south or north, like for each one, like south of the north one, north of the south one. We could be in for pretty catastrophic weather with the amount of rain that could go up to 500 mil, which would be catastrophic over the course of 13 hours. That would just be absolutely catastrophic. The ground is so wet, there's so many hills around here. The trees are really struggling with 70 mile an hour winds. I mean, I said I guess 40% of woodlands are severely damaged or gone. We could easily see that go up to 70, possibly 80% in some areas. One